Are apartment buildings across the DFW quietly going broke? Let's have a conversation. Throughout the time of living in Dallas, I've been seeing the decline of different luxury high-rises around the DFW with increased vacancies. Somebody left a comment under one of my videos, and instead of just running with it, I decided to do some research. And from what I found, they might not be completely wrong. DFW has built more apartments than the market could absorb, and as of April 26, apartment occupancy was around 92%. Rent was falling, and more than 45,000 additional units were under construction. This is why you have been seeing a lot of apartment communities offering 8 to 6 weeks free just to get people through the door. Here's the real problem. While these buildings are still collecting less rent, their expenses have not stopped. They're still having property taxes, insurance, maintenance, security, and millions of dollars of loans to pay. But when the money starts getting tight, where do you think they start cutting back on? You may have noticed shorter amenity hours, less security, slower maintenance, fewer resident events. From my experience in my luxury high-rise, multiple management changes and constant amenities seeming to be unavailable. While we as residents are still paying luxury prices. Now, I'm not saying that every apartment building around the DFW is going broke, but the numbers are showing that many of them are under serious financial pressure, and some Dallas apartment properties have already been in foreclosure. So, are these apartment communities simply changing how they operate, or are residents watching them quietly cut services because the money is getting tight? You live in a luxury apartment around the DFW, tell me some of the changes you have been noticing. And as per usual, I'll always see you back in the next video. Bye. Are apartment buildings across the DFW quietly going broke? Let's have a conversation. Throughout the time of living in Dallas, I've been seeing the decline of different luxury high-rises around the DFW with increased vacancies. Somebody left a comment under one of my videos, and instead of just running with it, I decided to do some research. And from what I found, they might not be completely wrong. DFW has built more apartments than the market could absorb, and as of April 26, apartment occupancy was around 92%. Rent was falling, and more than 45,000 additional units were...
All right. So I saw this, and I guess it's because just a timing thing, because we're moving to a new apartment, and we've looked at 10 apartments, a solid 10 downtown apartments. And so I think we have like a good idea of what's up. And part of the reason I did that, because when we got the apartment we have now, it was kind of like, all right, we're moving in together, but lease is up soon. We looked around, didn't find any apartments that we liked and that were in the price range that we wanted to be in. And so, like, we ended up just kind of like rushing into this one, and we didn't do like a thorough search or thorough, research of like all the apartments. And so this time when our lease was up, we're like, we started early. Like, it was March, I think, when we started looking at apartments, and our lease ended up until September. But even with that, we didn't find one until we thought we were going to get into one. We thought we were going to go into Dallas Center, because they were really nice. Loved the units, liked everything about it. But then when we got to like the application and everything, they were like, the website says 6 weeks free. And I'm like, okay, well, shit, bet. We trying to save money for a wedding, so we'll take a month and a half of rent free. But then on the tour, the lady was like, oh, well, it's actually 4 months. And then 4 weeks. I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. Cause like, we just like the unit. We just liked the view. We liked the location, because we wanted to get like off of Main Street, because we're on Main Street right now. And so we wanted to like get off of Main Street, have a quieter apartment, have a better view, because our view right now is horrible. And it's like, what's the point of living downtown or in a high rise if you don't have a good view, if you can't see shit? So, we applied, and then I told him, I was like, there was nothing to prompt me to pay for an application. Like, nothing ever came up. And I didn't hear back from them till like, I think we got our application in Tuesday, because I drove like on my lunch break down here to do the tour. And like, we got the application in that night, and didn't hear back. And so it was next Monday. It was, Monday had gone by, and I was like, shit, I don't know what's going on. Let me look around, see what other apartments is out there. Lo and behold, we see Highline has 12 weeks free. It's a bigger unit and at the same price point. And I've always loved Highline. Like Highline has been one of my favorite apartments. And we actually looked at them earlier. We looked at a penthouse that has like 3,500, a one bedroom penthouse. It's like 1,500 square feet. It's like a great place to host events, to have people over. You got plenty of space. The bedrooms are nice. They got a nice penthouse like lounge on the sky on the rooftop, like super dope. Um, but it's just in my mind. I had always thought Highline was just like super expensive. Turned out not to be the case. This is why I say it's important to shop around and to see what the options are, because things might be a little bit better than what you might have thought. And so like we're working on getting into there. We should have everything finalized this week, hopefully, and then we start moving in next week. So that's what we're like leaning towards, or that's where we are now. But I say that to say, it was kind of like just while seeing this video, it was like, oh, I've seen, like, we toured all these apartments that are in the video, and it just made me think, like, bro, what is, like, let me do a deep dive on, like, high-rise financing and, like, the status of, like, high-rises, like, I guess in the Dallas area. So it's going to be a long-form video. We're going down a rabbit hole. Don't know where we're going to end up. Kind of just going as I see things that interest me, and that kind of get us to the point to answer the question of what is the situation like for rentals, Dallas high rises, and like what understanding like the financing behind them. So yeah, in my head, let me pull up a spreadsheet. In my head, I said I was gonna do like probably 10 apartments. Try to look at 10 apartments, and that's gonna be interesting to start with. Let me make another spreadsheet. Let me just make a new spreadsheet altogether. And if you can hear people talking, that's people on our like patio, swimming pool. Like this apartment just blocks out zero outside noise. Like it's kind of crazy. If a motorcycle drives by and revs the engine, we hear that shit. It's just, yeah. Man, I need to shave, bro. What's going on, man? What's going on? Gotta get this off. Alright. So first thing I want to start with is let's go macro to micro. I probably need to be on Google. Let's see what Brave got for us today. Start with some Federal Reserve data. So vacancy rates are going up. They weren't as high as 2010. Dang, I was still in college then. The hell is that? But they're about 2015, which is odd because, man, 2015, like when you had an apartment back then, bro, like I think we had a 2-bedroom townhouse in Irving, Las Colinas, for like $1,400 a month. Like, bro, the affordability of housing was totally different in 2015 compared to now. So at 7.3, we're right around Q2 of 2017. We're right there. Like, the affordability is massively different. Let me see. What is that noise? It's like cheering. That's how it sounded when they were having the FIFA games at the AT&T Express. It was just cheering out, like, whatever. You probably can't even hear it on the microphone. I'm probably sounding crazy. What I'm looking for, affordability. Let me see if I got a rental affordability. Rental. So we're here now, compare that to the 2017. Yeah, like the housing, what you used to be able to buy, totally different right now. Let's see. Oh, we got supply data. Single and multi. Look at a national summary. Housing permits, existing homes, homes for sale, home ownership, rental affordability. Oh, that's what we just looked at. Okay. Multifamily housing, completed previous quarter, least current quarter, median asking rents, condos and co-ops. So median asking price. Can I click this? Unfurnished rental apartments, percent absorbed. When I say absorbed, does that mean I kind of want to know if that means occupied or not occupied? That's what I'm looking for. Recent months, under overview, housing affordability, absorption, unfurnished rental apartments, percent absorbed. Okay, so the percent that's rented in the last 3 months. No, that's not what I wanted. But I can change it here. Okay, so I'm guessing, so the percent rented in the last 3 months is 53. How far does this go? Okay, 82 was the highest point. So we were looking at, 10-year lows, 15-year lows. 10 years is here. So, yeah, you're looking at 15% yield lows nationwide in multifamily absorption. We got finance and investment data. Advertise, close, market share. That's really not gonna give me what I'm looking for. Yeah, rental vacancy. Well, we got that. Yeah, we know what this is. And this data seems to lag the Fed's data. Yeah, they're at Q2, so 7.3. Which one was I looking at? Housing stock, home ownership rate. Sure, let's see what it is. Home ownership. So this was the great financial crisis. People lost a lot of their homes, which oddly enough was just going back to what rates were in the 80s and previously. I mean, this chart looks bad, but you're only going 64 to 69. 64, 69, 64, 63. So this chart looks a lot worse than it is. But I guess that goes to show you how it doesn't take a lot in the housing market for a lot of things to, like unwind, I guess is a way of putting it. And I think part of the issue with the housing crisis and the fallout in the markets was just the amount of leverage in it, which oddly enough, I did see. Let me. What's purple? Managed funds, fund of funds. I can't tell what purple is. Asset weighted average ratio. Purple is relative value. What's orange? Funds of funds, macro. This doesn't, I know what the answer is. Like the total leverage is, so I need a better way of looking at this. There we go. So, shit. So this is the amount of leverage in the markets, and this is kind of why, like, I've had to kind of accept this, but this is why any like dips in the market, this is why like they can sometimes go deeper than you would think, why they can be worse than you would think they would be, just because there's leverage tied to so much activity in the stock markets that something goes wrong, like now that makes the firm have to sell other assets to cover their margin calls and have enough to meet liquidity requirements, things like that. And so that's why we're in a state now where it's like dips in the market tend to like cause worse waves of selling pressure to come up, just because like we have so much leverage right now. Let me see. Okay. I got lost. What was he looking at? Get back to get, get back to housing markets. So we looked at the home ownership rates, and we see vacancy is. I mean, rental vacancies are going up, but it's pretty much in a state where we were 10 years ago. And really, it's like for the most part of this data is right in here between 7 and 8. So it's like the vacancy is a normal range, but with the affordability being where it is, I think that's what's making that's having an impact. Like I don't think that shit. How do I get back to it? I don't think that you can. That's not what I want. Rental vacancy. Where's the rental affordability? I just had it. Mortgage rate. Yeah. Like this has gone up, but this, like the numbers typically stay in this 7 to 8 range. Oh wow, this is just steadily going up. So let's look at how local can we get this? Ooh, we might be getting somewhere. Most populated cities. Dallas will be one of those. Hey, who deleted the file? That ain't real. Yeah, ain't real. It's y'all Achilles heel. Whoa. Texas, we're at 9.2. I can't. It's not gonna let me dive in. So there's really hasn't been much change in the vacancy rate. Previous year long rental vacancy in 2024. So it looks as if so it seems that 24 I guess since 2023 the vacancies haven't dropped in Texas overall, and it's probably safe to assume that that is that's the case in Texas. They've been at 9.2, so we've had above average vacancy in Texas. Let's see if they have a little spiel about Texas. Gotta get all the way down to the T's. All right, here we go. All right, stable rate was 9.2. So it has gone up since they reported. Rental vacancy rates increased. So they had a five-year period of declines, but only 8.7% between 2015 So 10 years, which oddly enough, we go back to that affordability. I kind of feel like around here, people were buying, people were renting, the vacancy was decreasing in Texas up until you get around here. And now the vacancy numbers have started going up. Dallas Fort Worth area had a vacancy rate of 8.9, up 5.95%, up 6% basically. So yeah, so I guess like you can make the assumption just from this data that now I think to get like the most accurate, we would need, well, maybe to have like the source. They probably don't want to get that up. But like you can get it by, if I can get it by zip code, that would tell me a lot. In major cities where the vacancy rate increased, other cities where metropolitan area, I don't have. Interesting. Apartments with 6 or more rooms. Houston, no. Dallas. Rent prices versus vacancy rates. Vacancy rates by monthly rent prices. So most of these high rises are here, especially downtown Dallas. A few I'm gonna look at. I'm gonna save this because I think that's a good chart to come back to when we're looking at vacancy rates. Some of them have, I mean, shit. I think I've seen a couple of 6,000s. Annual vacancy, that's not what I want. Excessive vacancies, home ownership and vacancy. Yeah, okay, sources. Yeah, it probably would be Zillow. Let me see if I can get. Let me Google it. See if Google gives me this information. Oh shit. Look at that. Let me get this over here. See additional map. So I'm guessing this isn't the map that's gonna give me what I want. Area rental vacancy rate by zip code. Man, you look better than what you are. Metro rental market analysis. Bro, if none of this shit's interactive, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing? Okay, maybe this will let me. I don't think it's. Oh. Okay. D. Alright. I'm trying to go over. So DFW specifically has a 7% rental vacancy rate. That is 35% plus of income. Basically 40% paid renters unit. Median rent. Where are you seeing rent at $949? That's crazy. Okay. So Dallas-Fort Worth specifically has a lower 7%. It'd be nice if I could go back if there was any type of historical data on this. All right, so let's take some notes. We'll screen them on. All right, DFW vacancy rate 7%. Let me see. All right, because I think the only way I'm gonna be able to do this is by going by each apartment one by one. And so what I'm gonna look at, so I'm gonna go through some of the apartments, and then I'm gonna try to track the ownership and the if there's any mortgages on any of these apartments. I don't say mortgages, but they're high-rise apartments. If there's any loans that are associated with the apartments, and try to figure out how much they bring in a month, their revenue into their expenses. Just kind of see what that looks like. All right, so let me just put my list in. So who's the first one? Let's do Peridot, Cables, Republic. I was gonna do Ford downtown, the Sinclair, and the National. Interesting thing about the National, well, I'll talk about it when I actually get to it. The National, Sky House, Highline, Amley, Fountain Place, how many is that? Move it, you. 7. As if I couldn't just count. Who else did I have? What else was I gonna do? We got Peridot, Gables, the Sinclair, the National. I could do LTV, even though we never toured it because they never responded or never showed up to the fucking tour appointments, which is interesting. I guess they don't need it, right? I guess they're good. They're not looking for nobody. The Irby. Who else we got? Got the Irby. Need 2 more. There's one in the Arts District. I don't know the name of it though. And they were pretty high. And I saw them on, that might be them. see. The Sinclair, National, Paradise, LTV, Mosaic. Yo, Mosaic is a piece of shit. I wouldn't. We looked at that. Like, I looked at that, and because I was like, oh well, they're cheap. There's a reason they're cheap. The Mosaic is definitely one of those spots where you get what you pay for. This 400 Hervé. No, it's not. I feel like that's more uptown. I might be able to find it here on the map. Alright, zoom in. North Pearl. There's Eckerd. Where's Cloud Warren? Because it's right by Cloud Warren Park. Okay, that's one Dallas Center. I can tell by that how it's designed. That's the church. That's interesting that I could call this the Arts District when I feel like the museum is. Oh, that's the church. If I keep going down. Maybe that's not the church. Maybe that's something else. But yeah, because you can see the church from one Dallas Center. I think I'm going the wrong way to get to Cloud Warren. Yeah, I think this is more towards like Deep Ellum. Or shit. What'd I do? I fucked up. Alright, let's go back. Cloud Warren Park. This might be it. Is that it? 360. I'm gonna guess it is. So let's just X this out. Yeah, this is Cloud Warren. It's this apartment complex right here. It's like, yeah, it's this one. It's this one here. No, it's this one. But it's not showing here. Okay. Bro, I'm doing a lot for a little right now, and I hate doing that. Genuinely hate doing that. And the 23, that's by, so there's Fountain Place, Cloud Warren Park. Yeah, there we go. I don't know how to say that. Atelier? What am I at? 9? Need one more? Yeah, 1, 2, 3. One more. Who we got? Who we going with? The National, Sky House, Highline, Amley. We got Irby. Cirque. LTV, yeah, that gives. Well, I got Sky House. Amley. Who else is in Uptown? Oh, there's a nice one in Uptown. I don't know the name of it. Here, there. This might be it. Yeah, I think this is it. Yeah, this is it. So residents at Park. Okay, whatever. All right. So for this, I think we're gonna have to go to each website and kind of count their vacancies compared to their total units, get their vacancy rate, look at their like how much they're charging, and then like we can see if they have a discount going on or anything. So yeah, let's buckle up. It's gonna be interesting. I'm gonna just start with them. Sorry, I got them up. Never been to this apartment. Uptown typically wasn't in the price range we were looking for, but you know, it was pretty nice. We did look at, it was a Gables, was it Gables 17? There, I feel like that might be more in the Harwood part. It's not really Uptown. I don't know if the distinction matters, but yeah. All right, let me move this. Do I have a cord? No, I don't have a cable. Sorry, I'm pour over here. So let's look at our view plan. So you get floor to ceiling windows, which is really nice. Got a pillar in there. Got a nice modern. Is that a gas stove? That's crazy. This can't be an apartment. This has to be. I can't imagine they have gas stoves in each shit, starting at $3,800. Shit. It's tough, bro. It's tough. Shit. Ooh, for one bedroom, one bath. That's tough. 2 bedrooms, you're at 6,000. Their penthouse, I would just say their penthouse starts at $1,200 a month. Oh, that's tough, man. And you know the crazy thing, the thing that I think about when I think about downtown Dallas, like penthouses and stuff, is that like there is so much dog shit in downtown Dallas, bro. Like living here, like this being the first time I lived downtown, no idea. But like there is so much shit on the sidewalk, and honestly, can't even say it's all dog shit, cause living down here, the amount of times I've seen an adult take a shit was 0 before I moved downtown. Since I moved downtown, the amount of times I've seen an adult take a shit, probably like 3 or 4. So, yeah, it's up. Yeah. Let's just say it's a lot going on. Say penthouses. I think one over 12 and up. And then what was this, like a super unit they had? So what's better than a penthouse? A super unit. What the fuck is a super unit? Oh, you got 1, 2, 3 bedrooms, 3 bath, butler's pantry. Okay, $13,000 a month. Let's see what the PDF has. Oh, it's just the same thing. I would just say, shit, penthouse. Oh shit, I forgot this is touchscreen, and I just touched something. Am I still recording? Yeah. Okay. I don't know what I hit. All right. Don't fuck up nothing else, Mike. All right. Where was I? Yeah, I'll just say penthouse 12 and up, 12,000 plus. Let's see if they have an availability here. And that's gonna be another thing, because it's like, yeah, you can look online, but everyone's availability is here. So 1, 2, this is it? Oh no. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 1-bedrooms. Bro, what is going on with the screen? Alright, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. So 11 vacant units. Now, the hard part is going to be how many total units do they have? How do I check that shit? I know. Not floor plans. That's not what I want. I want. Some of them have it where you can see like the unit on the floor that you're looking at. That would be, and then I could just go, well, shit, you gotta go floor by floor and count that shit up, which fucking sucks. 1,200 square feet for $5,000. Interesting. Okay. So yeah, I don't think, unless something I can Google park residence at park. Total units. Hey, look at that. 34 stories, 228. What did I say? How do you know this? $228. Yeah, that's it. That's the I thought that's a condo in the Harwood district. Or I might be getting my buildings mixed up. High Street Residential. First class amenities include an amenity deck with a resort style pool, overlooking Cloudmore Park, skyline, state of art fitness center. Partner is MetLife. Interesting. Why would an insurance company be the partner of a highline apartment building or a high-rise apartment building? Joel Barons. Principal. Interesting. Project management, estimating, purchasing, processing. Oh shit, he's built a lot of shit. You know, I need to send this to my fiance. Huh. Interesting. No, I'm gonna say that maybe I can have a coffee chat with Buddy Jeff. But I do need this. You want a new tab? Then you back over here. But back to, you know what? I need the why is they got over here. Yeah, partners. That's an interesting one. Why is Balfour BD? Never heard of that one. Managing director, market leader. I do want to know why MetLife is a partner in a high-rise apartment. Hey.
What you doing?
Making a video?
Oh, okay. I can talk.
Sure. I'll just exit out. Or edit. Like, you need to talk to me, or are you just talking in general? You need help?
No.
Where we at? Where was I? Oh, total units. What was it? 224, 228. So shit, that's like a 0.5 vacancy, I think. Maybe. No, I did that wrong. No, so I need. Yeah, 0.05 percent. Let me change that. Probably change this whole row. No, not dollars. Less than 5% vacant. So that's interesting. Any other data points I need? That would be useful. Ooh, we got the entry point, high point, vacancy, total units, ownership. Is it owned outright? Is it vacant? Great. What's the ownership look like? And how do I even figure that out? Obtaining solution. The economic impact of the increased density is in excess of $100 million. $100 million for who? Explore Dallas projects. Oh, this started in 2016, finished in 2018. So that means it's still fairly new. Which means, so I'm assuming this isn't a publicly held company. Tramwell Co. I'm gonna just put Tramwell Crow Company partnerships. MetLife, which makes a lot of sense. But I guess that's if you feel like you're paying too much insurance, probably because they got to invest in some high-rise residential units. Can't do that and charge you a fair price on insurance. So partnership, and then financing. Is it still like? Is it? Now this is. I don't even know where to start for this one. Strategic. Invest efficiently. Opportunity, ease, surety of execution, precision, long-range strategic partners. Our institutional equity capital partners include life insurance company. Well, there's your MetLife. REITs, private real estate equity funds, and investment advisors representing commingled funds and separate accounts. In addition, we partner with leading debt sources, including multinational, national, regional, and local commercial banks, life insurance companies, and investment banks. I see one thing in common about Tramwell Crow Company. They like their white men. Let me see. Impact, sustainability. I don't want to see they bullshit. I know this is gonna be. It's not even worth watching. Looking at capital markets, builds a strategic development solutions. Data centers. Interesting. They make data centers as well. 10 plus data center sites. Interesting. Building high-rise apartments isn't enough. We gotta build data centers. They do hospitals, creating healthy communities, helping our partners succeed. I'm gonna hope they just built these and that these are not, like, I feel like these aren't owned by them. Okay. Our focus begins with understanding your mission. This partnering toward an efficient, cost-effective outcome over the last decade has over including medical and physician offices. Okay, so it sounds like they probably own a stake of these hospitals. I just, in my heart of hearts, privately owned hospitals just make my skin crawl. For real estate development where projects span years from inception to completion, decisions must be anchored. Yada, yada. This is probably beyond like what I'm looking for. But let me just Google Tramwell Crow. Or owned by CBRE Group Incorporated, a publicly traded commercial real estate services and investment firm. Now we are getting somewhere. CBRE. Back to my world. Funny how that goes. Let's just do. Well, I guess since I'm about to look up a stock, I had to throw my disclaimer in there about this isn't financial advice or an endorsement or whatever. All right, let's look at the last 5 years. Up 60%. That's pretty good. 2,000%. That's not bad. Not bad at all. Since 2004, so 22 years. Do some quick sloppy math. Interesting. Let's look at the financials of CBRE. Oh, net income is not something that we are good at. Probably won't let me look back, because I haven't paid for shit. Total revenues, $30 billion. Where's the net income? Shit, boy, $30 billion to less than $1 billion. That's tough. But I mean, I guess they're in their business costs. I mean, real estate costs. Yeah, you got bad margins. Revenue 43 billion. Revenue per share. Net income 1.3. Total cash. Total debt. Which isn't horrible because they're still their annual revenue was 43 billion. Cash flow, levered free cash flow, operating cash flow. Yeah, I mean, shit. That building is probably still hitting that, still paying it off. Held by institutions, 100%. Interesting. Share short ratio. So you have a publicly traded company whose direct investors are insurance companies, banks, regional banks, all that good stuff, hedge funds and whatever. And then 100% of their float is owned by institutions. So this is just find it interesting. Interesting where the money goes and who has it and how it all floats around. So I need to update. Not you. Where's my... Get you out the way. CBRE. So it's gonna take more research. I feel like I can find maybe in the quarterly statement. How long have I been recording now? This is getting long. I want to do something else the rest of my day. This is gonna be part 1. Hopefully it's not don't turn into a 10-part series where each apartment I gotta do I go down a different rabbit hole for each one. That's what I was looking for. CBRE. Future cities. Oh, they got the future wrapped up. Data centers. That still irritates me. I need your last. Where's the investor relations? There we go. Reject all. Oh shit! I'm getting away from the microphone. Doing 2036. So these are, this is basically a bond. So they're raising $75 million, paying 5.2% interest on it, basically, like in layman's terms, per annum, and are being issued at a price equal to 98.9% of their face value. So they're selling them under par. Okay. And so they're going to raise that the net proceeds from offering will be approximately $737 million after deducting the underwriter's discount, but before estimate offering expenses. Okay. This is all just boring. I actually could look up the like how those bonds are rated and all of that, but I'm not gonna do that right now. Maybe I'll come back to it. This is what I really want. Revenue up 16%. Resilient business revenue. Transactional business revenue. Making up shit. Pass-through costs. GAAP net income. Cash flow. Operators. I didn't know. Less capital expenditures. Free cash flow. So, advisory services segment operating profits, all table, building operations. So they generated that's millions of dollars. They generated $6 billion in revenue. Oh. Offer increase respectfully revenue from critical infrastructure services. Data center, facility management revenue, property management, project management, real estate development, revenue edge stuff. Yeah, I think I gotta go get, this is just the start. This is just not the start. This is just the press release. I need to find, you know what? I feel like I could email them and get it. I'll try that. If I can email them, shit. Transfer agent, investors, media. Just take this. I just want to copy it. Alright. Being difficult. Okay. So I'll email them and see if they can send me details of the financing of the park. Whatchamacallit, of the park apartment complex. Alright, that's one down, 9 more to go. Let's get away from, let's go Peridot, which is a Santander building, which, I don't know, think about it. You know what, fuck it, let's just run through it. Peridot. Actually, one of my friends stays in there. Peridot. Availability. I only have 3 units available. Can't be true. Two-year leases. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Jesus Christ. Your base rent is $3,500 a month. So let me stay focused. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I guess this is their like penthouse. No. So okay, we'll go with 10 units. 10 vacant units. What's the entry point in here? Shit, $3,600. Fucking crazy. No, they gotta have 1 bedrooms. Okay, so we gotta start over. So I didn't have 1 bedrooms. Check availability. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, this is gonna be fun. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. All right, 27. And they're not giving me anything on this. 27 units. That is their total units. 396. Shit. I feel like part of that is hotels. That all the hotel phase 1 delivered 291 in 2023. Second phase conversion adds 105 more apartments. So it used to be what is this? Oh, okay, yeah, that something like that's not a Gables apartment. And that's not even the right address. Interesting. Maybe they used to manage it. I don't know. Shit. Focus. What was the answer to the question? 396. So that's 6%. Almost 7%. Who owns it? I feel like that's Santander. This is Santander Tower. Who owns? No, I want supply. Paradox. Apartments. Pacific Elm Properties, which developed the additive reuse project partnership with Mentwood Real Estate. The property is managed by Gables. Interesting. So, okay. Handling day-to-day leasing and operations. Partnered on the multi-floor residential conversion project. The building owner, Pacific Elm Properties, apartment developer that converted upper office floors of Santander Tower. So why is it still called Santander Tower? I don't know. Interesting. So ownership is Pacific Elm Properties. Let's add a column for management's. That's Gables. Alright. Who owns Pacific Elm Properties? That's formed as an offshoot of Woods Capital. Its largest investor is billionaire Tom Dundon, while founder Jonas Woods serves as second largest investor. So it's privately owned. Who is this? As an American billionaire, businessman, and financial service, real estate, sports, entertainment. He is chairman and managing partner of Donna Capital Partners in Dallas, chairman. Oh. He owns the Trailblazers. Alright. Interesting. So we'll say Woods Capital with Thomas Dondon. Oh, that's the Sinclair. That's on the list too. Who is Jonas Woods? 27 is an integrated real estate investment firm. Focus on the real estate market. The firm seeks make opportunistic equity. Pacific Elm Properties was formed by Woods Capital. Investors. Oh, you gotta have a login. Alright. Pacific Elm Properties was formed by Woods Capital in 2021. Existing portfolio is comprised of 7 Class A towers totaling 6.5 million square feet, 10 acres of developable land located in uptown and downtown Dallas, 80 acres in Raleigh. Pacific Elm's mixed-use development pipeline exceeds 5.5 million square feet. Active development. Who's owner of this? Who owns? Oh, Jonas Woods. Hillwood alum, spent more than a decade at Perot firm. Prospero. That's all I'm helping go Victory Park. Interesting. Alright, so this one is privately owned. I don't know. Shit, I'll just say privately owned. What was it? Tom Don Don. So probably won't get much information out of that one. Oh, entry point. What was that? Oh, you can get in there for $2,100. That's not bad. Sign a 2-year lease. Shit. Babe, how you feel about a 2-year lease
Where?
at the Peridot?
What? Why we?
I'm just asking.
I don't know because I've never seen it.
Okay.
You just put me on the spot. I don't know.
Alright.
Why you want to go check it out?
No, I'm good. I'm just asking. In general.
I never signed 2-year leases because anything can happen, but it depends on how cheap it is per month.
2,100.
That's not really cheap. For a 1-bedroom?
Uh-huh.
No. How many square feet?
600.
No. No. Answer is no. Answer is absolutely not.
Even if you're on the 20th floor?
Huh?
Even if you're on the 20th floor?
No, I don't care about that.
32nd floor.
The floors don't matter to me. That's a box. You're paying for a box. I don't know what you want to say. No. No, I'm paying for the box. This is nice scenarios, okay? Be in the box.
Alright, let me see. Peridot, what time is it? I'm gonna wrap this up at 7. Alright. How many questions we got in? Oh, entry point 2,100. What was their high point? I mean, it's not crazy. It's not stupid expensive. B3, B2. I'll say 3,600. I'll just put 38. That's what they have. I don't know what the B4 is. I'm sure it's higher. We'll say 38 plus. Well, that's not horrible. I mean, we just saw $12,000. Gables Republic. What's another interesting one? I feel like Gables is publicly owned. Oh. Can't get into any Gables right now. That's interesting. Alright. Well, we'll just go to the next one. The Sinclair. Downtown Dallas. Limited time only. That means... Oh, they got a real squat rack. Oh, this is a nice gym. Go back to that. Oh shit. They got real weights. Is that 100? Wait a minute. I guess I just gotta go through the. Just look at the gallery. Come on. There's no amenity pictures here. Oh, community. Got a nice pool. Where is the pool? You can't see it from the ground, so that's a good thing. Oh, okay. Oh, this is a nice gym. They got a TRX rack. Oh, shit. Oh, they got a sled. Yes, that's a sled. You got 2 real squat racks, a real barbell rack. Got plenty of space. That's one thing we've noticed about like apartments. The gyms be kind of shaky sometimes. Like some is like you will find. Some are like hotel gyms, basically, like what you would find in a hotel gym. Like that's how ours is. But some are like legit. This is one of those legit ones. I'm getting all the way sidetracked. What was I looking at? How much this shit cost? Student total month leasing. Cool. Base rent. So 2,500. What's the square footage? 16 month. This is in the studio. 500 square feet. Shit. Technology fee, pest control fee, trash fee, pet rent, storage fees, parking fee. You know what? That's actually cheap because we're paying $240 for parking, so $50 to $75 a month. What else? What was I looking at? So entry is $25.55. How do these go? They got a 3-bed. Oh shit. Oh, was it right there? And I just missed it. It was right there, and I just missed it. So studio is $2,500. You don't even get 600 square feet. This is tough. 800 square feet, $3,000. 2-bed starts getting you. Their 2-bed start at $5,000. Oh no, they got no, it's 1 bed, 1 bath, 4,000. Penthouse. What's F3? What's F3 mean? I don't know. What is $5,000 a month? Penthouses go to. All right, so we'll put 11,470 as the high point. Vacancies, and they do have. I need to make a thing if they have lease specials or not, because it looks like they do, but they're not saying what it is. Junior penthouses. That's a new one. Limited time. What's limited time? Doesn't tell me. Maybe I missed it. Refresh. see it? Maybe I'll call them and see. Alright, availability. And then this one is nice because they actually like gate off. They can gate out their apartment, which is kind of a dope thing. What am I looking for? I need availability. Junior bedrooms. That's an interesting. It's interesting. They don't have. You know, I bet if I go to maybe date availables, all date available. Oh, they make research hard. Calculate my cost, view unit tour, 16-month lease. Okay, here we go. 2, 6, 8, 11, 14, 15, 17, 19, 20, 20. They start on the 24th floor? Oh, I didn't start at the top. Shit. 3, 6, 8, 3, 6, 9, 11, 13, 17, 20, 22, 25, 26, 28, 31. $293 residents. Oh, that's kind of high. Oh, I guess that's why they have a lease special. I'll walk over there sometime this week and see what their special is. Residential floor plans. Maybe it'll show up if I do this. Gotta apply now. Open only leasing. Start. Price based on 12-month lease term. Estimated price will vary based on lease. Blah blah blah. Yeah, I'll have to ask him. I'll have to go in there and ask him. Alright, 7 o'clock. 3 down, 7 more to go. Oh, who owns this? Sinclair Apartments. Sinclair Apartments in downtown Dallas were redeveloped and transformed from Energy Plaza by Todd Interest. Other properties with the name. With this name include Luxury Howard, Chicago. NRP Group Community Public-Private Partnership with William Columbus Metropolitan Housing Authority. Transformed from Energy Plaza to Interest. So this looks like a privately owned company. Taught interest. What we do, Town Interest acquires and develops all traditional types of real estate on a nationwide basis. We often acquire out-of-the-box real estate opportunities, ones that are non-institutional in their present condition with some level of financial and functional disparity. That one iteration, others, that one iteration do not focus on, or perhaps have never been aware of its existence. Therein is the opportunity. Top interest provides property acquisition and disposition. Even though what we do is wrong, we still hustle until the sun goes up. Oh shit, Comerica did take the name off of that building. Huh. East Quarter. Past projects. Oh, they did One Dallas Center. Sinclair, the National. Are we talking about the same? The National? Yes, that is it. The National. So these guys have done the National, Sinclair, One Dallas Center, Cambria, Dallas. Huh. The post office in downtown. No purchase and foreclosure. Single tenant office building. Adaptive use. Yeah. Oh, well, that was a past project, so maybe they just did the development and they don't really own it anymore. Or maybe shit, they sold it. Little Daisies. Or maybe they do. Little Daisy, that's in the National. Oh, okay. Okay. I feel like that's probably like somebody's kid, their kid's company. They started like a marketing design and incorporated into their business. That's what this looks like. All right. I get all the big stuff done. I'll work on that later. So yeah, all right. So this part one. We're gonna come back, do a part two. Look at the rest of these apartments. See where else this rabbit hole takes us, and yeah. Tune in later. Shit, I gotta edit this. I'll stop it.